Hi Thumos, and welcome back. Here's my advice, all right? Live like a bodybuilder for at least 1 year. This is preferably for guys in their 20s, for guys in their 30s. I mean, hell, you can even do it when you're 40. Live like a bodybuilder for 1 year. I'm telling you, I think this is such an amazing way to look at improving yourself and to really get results like quick. 1 year, complete focus, dedication, live like a bodybuilder. Now, why do I say this? Well, I've done 3 bodybuilding shows back in the day. I can tell you that it's a commitment that makes you feel completely alive. Having the show as a goal, a tangible thing that you're going to show up to, and you're going to put all your energy and your mental faculties are going to go towards this goal of stepping on stage, looking your best, and presenting the best package that you can. This clear, visible goal gives you this fire in the belly, this thumos for life. There's a clear purpose, and I believe that every man needs a purpose, right? Every man needs something to strive for. So having that at the epicenter, the focal point, really lights you up and it motivates you. And listen, if maybe you've been lifting for a few years, maybe it's a great idea to go ahead and actually do a bodybuilding competition at the end of this. But 1 year, you should live your life like a bodybuilder. Now here's what it's going to do. It's going to help you focus on the 4 pillars. Sleep, health. It's going to help you focus on your mind and your finances. Okay? Simply training like a bodybuilder, having the discipline of a bodybuilder. Now, I'm not saying you have to compete, but having the discipline and the consistency, the showing up the 5 to 6 days in the gym, the getting to bed on time, not partying every weekend, not getting blackout drunk. None of that. You don't have that. Too many of those nights, the other guy that you're competing against is not doing those things. I mean, if you're living like a bodybuilder, you're going to be disciplined. All right? The sleep, if you sleep 8 hours a night, that's like 20 something years by the end of your life. So sleep is a pillar. You have to get your sleep right. If you're living like a bodybuilder, you're going to be in bed before 12. You're going to be up by about 6, 7. So you're already going to have that covered. Your sleep's going to be in check. This is going to provide a life of sustained energy and vigor. If your sleep is on point, everything else is really going to start to make sense. Little problems are not going to deceive you as much, and they're not going to irritate you as much. Nietzsche said that when we are tired, we're plagued by demons that we conquered long ago. When you're tired, guys, I mean, something small and trivial happens and it blows up into this big deal. So sleep is a crucial, fundamental thing. It's one of the pillars. The next one is your body. As a man with health, with youth, it is our responsibility, I believe. And this great thing to achieve is a strong, functional body. This is a true pillar of health and masculinity, is to be strong and to see your body grow and to give it everything that it needs to grow. So your nutrition, the foods that you're feeding yourself are fuel. You're not just giving yourself garbage that even a rat would eat and feel sick. But if you feed, rats good food and healthy meats and vegetables and nutrient-dense foods, you would create super rats. But you feed a rat garbage, you're going to have a garbage rat that just dies and has no energy. Same with a man. We have to feed ourselves good, nutritious, wholesome foods, protein-rich foods, foods rich in vitamins and minerals. That way our body can have everything it needs to function correctly, our hormones are working correctly, and our minds and bodies feel good. So when you're living like a bodybuilder and that is the focus, your goal is to build muscle. And so a lot of times you'll see people that are in the fitness community, they just try to build muscle. They eat whatever as long as it hits their macros. Listen, your body's a temple. It's an amazing vehicle. It needs good fuel. I think you can get away with eating pretty shitty for a period of your life. But if you're trying to be an elite performer and really athletic, especially when you go into your 30s, you need to be eating quality foods. And so fruits, vegetables, good meats like beef, bison, fish, and have some good oils, fats, your butters, your coconut oils, olive oil, avocado oil. You want to stay away from seed oils, but that's just a basic. You want to try to have quality ingredients and foods that are not just saturated with a ton of processed things and artificial flavors and dyes. So the next one is your mind, right? Back to the training. So you want to be training consistently 4, 5, 6 days a week, depending on where you're starting. But that's a focus point. That is the focus point of any bodybuilder. He sleeps, he trains, he eats, he recovers, and that's really it. That's really it. It's like a hyperbolic time chamber if you live like this. Now, I say live like a bodybuilder just to get that extreme consistency and dedication. But also, we have to consider everything else. We have to consider our life as a whole. We're not just competing for a show. But with these things in place, now we can have the extra time. And part of this thing is being able to say no to a lot of distractions, to turn off all the noise, to stay within a certain lane, and to go down that path long enough until we get to the destination. And so as we're saying to no to this and that, we should remember, well, there's other things we have to take care of, and these are the pillars. So the next one is the mind, and that is you have to use your mind and develop the powers of the mind, right? You're a student of life. You should be learning something new every day. You should be striving to learn more about the world, to get a good base of knowledge, to be able to have the right wisdom to get out of a certain circumstance and situation that you do not want to be in. So as your mind begins to grow, as you're reading more books, you're learning new concepts, ideas, mental frameworks, this is all going to play into feeling more whole, like extreme amounts of power, man. Like extreme amounts of power when you're living like this. You're saying no to all the noise, you're working out, you're eating healthy, your sleep's on point, you're learning something new every day, you're developing skills, you're putting those skills to work. Maybe you're starting a side hustle, or you're going to school and you're focused on being the best at this career path that you've chosen. Or maybe you're an artist and you start to work on your art every single day. And so you're in this hyperbolic time chamber, right? This extreme amount of focus in your life. You're just in there for like a year. And you think it would be boring, right? You think it would be boring, but when you live like this, it gives your life the most purpose and like meaning. And from this striving after a worthy goal to become the full potential, you as a man, I mean, there's nothing else that really feels better. Seriously. Because this power, as you become a more powerful individual, life makes sense. And these habits that you're developing within this year of living like a bodybuilder, they stick with you for life. The sleep, the nutrition, the cooking for yourself, the dedication in the gym. The gym no longer becomes this thing like you got to motivate yourself, or you just go to the gym because it's part of your life. The study, the developing of your mental facility, like taking care of yourself, like grooming yourself and keeping your posture right, and that spreads to other people and it helps everyone that comes in contact with you. So the next one is your money, your finances, which again, when you become a student of life and you learn more, the more you learn, the more you earn. And so your finances are very important. So as you live like a bodybuilder, you notice a lot of bodybuilders live frugal. They spend money on food, right? And you don't have to spend all your money on food. If you shop for yourself, you buy in bulk, you can get plenty of food for not that much. It's the going out to eat all the time, the buying drinks, that adds up. That's hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars a year that are wasted. So your finances, one thing that I recommended in the group is that I challenged every guy in the group by the end of the year, have at least $10,000 saved. Stack up at least $10,000. When you have $10,000 in the bank, you feel prepared. Like you're not running on empty, man. You got that extra reserve. If something bad happens, you got a little bit stored up for that rainy day, and that could really help you out. And so that gives you a sense of confidence that you're able to handle and withstand the storms of life. Now you also have money. If an opportunity comes by, a good investment, you can dump some energy into that thing. And so, you want to be focused on building a side hustle, or, being the best at your work. Even if you're like working as a janitor, like be the best, like level up in the company, be the manager of the janitors, right? Level up your finance game. And so when you're living like this, you're frugal, you don't need to buy a ton of clothes, you're not, spending money on Supreme gear and all these shoes and stuff, because it doesn't serve your purpose. Your purpose now is to spend a year becoming strong, creating an aesthetic, healthy body, nourishing yourself, sleeping good, and building money, like saving some, building wealth, thinking about where you're going to go for the future, and becoming smarter. Like, you have all these things working for you, these habits working for you. At the end of a year, 365 days of you doing this, you stay in this little chamber of focus, you're going to be completely different. Things are going to start making sense. The world is going to just open up. You can get anything you want, man. Seriously, you can get anything you want with the right focus and determination, the right dedication for a cause. And I'm telling you, this way of life has served me so well. It's easy to get out of that, and sometimes you find success and it's easy. You find yourself kind of, okay, time to leave the time chamber. So, man, you got to come back in, and that's where all the Thumos is. That's where the fire is, dude. There's nothing like seeing yourself becoming, just stronger, and you actually have some success, and you're rewarded for it, and you just feel like this sense of, I'm leveling up. I see the progression. It's so satisfying. There's nothing else as satisfying that I've experienced so far, because you feel like a man, and that's where confidence comes from, is getting those wins, seeing the results, the fruits of your labor. And so, keep a clear idea of what you are trying to attain. Like every day when you wake up, it really helps if you can keep a clear idea of these things, right? So living as a bodybuilder, well, I'm developing the best physique that I can in a year. It's going to take consistency and dedication. I'm going to save up 10K. I'm getting my finances in order. I'm going to level up at my job, or I'm going to learn a new skill, maybe get an apprenticeship. I'm going to do something. That is the goal. Every day when your 2 feet hit the ground, you have this idea in your mind. What do you want to attain from the day? What are you going after? And even if you get it just 1% better, Kaizen, the philosophy, 1% better every single day. Okay? And you do one thing every day. Well, you look at yourself, well, what can I do today? And instead of just walking into the gym, let me look at my physique. What actually needs improving, right? If I need abs and I have to go and I have to, if I want abs, that's on my mind. I need to go in the gym. I need to work out abs. It doesn't help to just do bench press like I've done every day for years. I have to change something. I have to put intention and focus into that thing to cause what I want to become, to grow. So one thing every day. What do I have to do for the money? What do I have to do, for the muscle? What do I have to do to become more, to get the social? While you're in this bubble, in this chamber, you have moments of social. I'm saying don't go out every weekend and get plastered and shit-faced, but be social. Have time where you're hanging out with friends, where you're communicating with others, where you're, in conversation, you're conversing. Talk to girls, take a girl on a date, that's all fine. You can still, that's going to feed and fuel the whole time that you're in this chamber. So again, one thing, what is the one thing you need to do every day? That is the most important thing, because a to-do list is not good enough. It's not good enough to wake up in the morning, oh, I got this to-do list, because we end up doing everything that doesn't really matter. We save the hardest thing for last, and we end up not doing the most important thing. So what is the one thing that you need to do today that's going to make everything else easier? So, a little couple tips here. You want to learn something new every day. Get a library card. Really, get a library card. It is a great free resource. I recommend you check out about 2 books. So for every 2 weeks, you go and check out 2 books. No more, unless you're really committed to reading. A book a week. 52 books in a year, dude. 52 books in a year. If you read, how many new ideas would you get in your head? How many new actions would you take from having all these ideas come into your head? These aren't just ideas you get from a YouTube video. They're ideas that you sat down, you digested, you had to use your imagination and focus. They became a part of you. I think it was Thoreau that said, I don't remember all the books I've read any more than the meals that I've eaten. Even so, they have made me. They have created who I am. Same with us. These books, they get into us and they shape us and our outlooks on life and how we think about the world, how we view and solve problems, how we implement new ideas into the future and become more successful. And so when I have a bunch of books that are just laying around the house, what I find is I don't even read them. I kind of just I feel overwhelmed. So I've been starting to do this. 2 books every 2 weeks from the library, return them. You don't even have to finish a book, all right? That was a big thing for me. You don't have to finish every book. Just if it's not good and you've got the value from it, return it. Cut down on music. Turn your car into a university on wheels. When you're driving everywhere, why can you not just play audiobooks and have something else coming in? Now, music here and there, but think about all the time you spend in your car and how much good ideas. Once you get out of your car, man, maybe you heard exactly what you needed and you can put that knowledge into action. So, stock up on food. That really helps. I go to Costco about every 2-3 weeks. And man, that has saved me so much time and money. Before I was going to Aldi's, Giant Eagle, there's the grocery store here. I was going every couple days. What do I want for supper now? It's just a waste of time and money. Now I shop for 3 weeks and I have everything I need. There's no guesswork. I just have everything that I need. That's living like a bodybuilder. That preparation, because you got to do the same thing every single day. You got to do the same. You're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to every single day, and that's where that dedication and focus over time is it's insane how much you're going to grow. But if you do the wrong thing, if you can continue to do the wrong things every single day, how much far back does that put you? Does that set you? And then you wonder why it feels like you're drowning. You're grasping for twigs. Oh man, I'm drowning. Nothing's working. It's not hard, dude. Focus on the 4 pillars. Okay, the 4 pillars. That is sleep, your body, your nutrition. It is your mind and your finance. You focus on these things for a year, dude, it's going to be amazing. And I'm excited to, talk to you guys about this. So that's really it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Look, if you really want to compete at the end of a year, hey, do it, because even more power to you. I've done it. It fires you up. It gets you going, and it makes you feel alive. But you don't have to. But as long as you live like this, you just live like this. I'm making a promise. I'm gonna live like this for a year, man. I'm pumped. Let's do it. What else are we gonna do? F around? What are we gonna just be busy doing nothing? A lot of people are busy doing nothing. It's better, I think, a quote by Lao Tzu is it's better to be doing nothing than to be busy doing nothing. And so when you just do nothing, well, it's easier to remember what you really want. Why am I going to the gym in the first place? What am I doing with my day? What am I doing with my time? There's a certain motivation that comes out of doing nothing. I call this intermittent boredom. A period in your day where you just choose to be bored. And you see what new thoughts, ideas come out of that. Because if you think about it, if you're always consuming what everyone else is consuming, you're literally on the same wavelength. So you're thinking the exact same thoughts as them. You're not doing anything different. You're not being more creative. You're consuming the same amount of stuff. This is the journey, man. This is the cycle. This is that hyperbolic time chamber for man. When you go in and you focus and you become a more creative, powerful individual. I hope that you guys will take on this, this framework, maybe this challenge, and I look forward to seeing all of us grow together. All right? Talk to you guys in the group. See you soon. Have a great day and peace.